Distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day. 2023 is the 70th anniversary of the Charter of United Nations entering into force. After a long period of war and turmoil, the Charter of the United Nations was signed by the representatives to the United Nations Conference on International Organization at 25th June 1945, which came into force on 24th October of the same year, and the United Nations was formally established. Under the framework of the United Nations Charter, the international community established an international order of multilateralism with the United Nations at its core, formed the fundamental norms of behavior in post-war international relations, and recognized the common values of modern society. The United Nations Charter reflects the common voice of the citizens of the world, who wanted a guarantee of international peace and security, along with justice, righteousness, and peace for all. The main objectives of United Nations Day are to maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among nations, and to promote international cooperation in economic, social, cultural, and human welfare. The United Nations emblem echoes the story of Noah's Ark in the Bible. The returning dove with olive branch indicated that the cataclysmic flood that destroyed the earth has receded. The earth has been restored to life, and mankind has the opportunity for survival and peace. Development, security, human rights are the three pillars of the United Nations. While commemorating the United Nations Day, governments and people should re-examine the purpose and principles of the United Nations Charter and adjust their action plans and attitude by reviewing the past in order to build a better and brighter future for the world. Since the inception of the United Nations, the world has gone through several major changes. Through war and peace, darkness and light, mankind has achieved many milestones. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said, "Peace, development, human rights, and opportunity for all have no expiration date." Former United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon also said, "The United Nations is not just a meeting place for diplomats. No single leader, country, or institution can do everything, but each of us, in our own way, can do something." The United Nations belongs to everyone, and it is up to all of us to realize and uphold the enduring values of the United Nations Charter. In 2023, the world has become more complex and dangerous than ever before, and it is all the more important that the values and principles of the United Nations Charter be applied in every corner of the world. Conscience is the code of conduct of human behaviors and the foundation of stability and sustainable development of the world. There is an urgent need for all nations to work together to realize the promise of solidarity. Leaders of all nations should listen to their conscience, bear in mind the well-being of citizens and sustainability as the starting point, start global dialogue and cooperation, establish a culture of peace with conscience, strike decisions for the benefit of all beings, resolve conflicts with wisdom, save future generations from preventable disasters, lead their societies and nations to prosper and develop, and move the world towards harmony and co-prosperity. The United Nations was born out of the hope of humanity. United Nations Day is about realizing the well-being of people and bringing forth an environment of peace, safety, health, and security for all races. peace, and stability is everyone's hope and shared responsibility. As the world is going through a period of turbulence, transition, and transformation, each of us should do our part to work together and encourage each other for the sake of peace, security, and harmony in the world, so as to realize the purpose of the United Nations Day. We urge nations to uphold the ideals of the United Nations Charter and to build a better world for all. On the occasion of United Nations Day, let us not forget the origin of United Nations and work together globally with one heart and selflessness to end conflicts that threaten the progress of the world, to rebuild peace and prosperity, to safeguard the human rights of all, and to realize the happy global village that we want. Thank you. All the best.